Moods Have Colours was produced and performed by myself at Soul Merge Productions, located at the southern suburbs of Adelaide, South Australia, Seaford Rise and Port Noarlunga South, 2018. Moods Have Colours, the sixth album from the Andy Joel series. The second album with the new generation of sound. The younger sister with more dynamic to the last record, Catch My Vibe. I called this record the Expression album because at this point in time, my thoughts, emotions and my feelings were getting very heavy. I needed to shed off some dead layers. A lot of people came in and out of my life. One minute they were there, then the next they're gone. After people would leave, it would affect me for a while. Sometimes it would take a long time for me to move on from things. So after being in South Australia for over a year now, my partner and I moved from Seaford Rise and up the road to Port Noarlunga South, which was only under 10 minutes away from where we were, still in the southern suburbs of Adelaide. Towards the end of 2017, in Australia, the government put out a plebiscite for the legislation and legalisation of gay marriage. As the rest of the world already legalised it, it was time we got with the times and followed suit. A lot of Aussie music artists were releasing new tracks to promote this controversial topic, so I decided to do the same, and that I did that. The first release from this album, Moods Have Colours, was the really dancey, upbeat track, Like an Eagle. And this is what this song was all about. Was, and it still is, the most popular track on the album. This was a song that proclaimed us as an LGBTIQ community, that we are born this way and we can't help the way that we feel. We can't choose our sexuality. We can't choose who we are. Everyone deserves to be loved and happy. Equality has been an issue for years. The stigma still may reside in some of our minds from the past homophobia that used to or still may rattle us today. As times have changed, people have accepted us as a community and within the community. The plebiscite passed and the laws were passed through Parliament. It is now legal to be in a gay marriage here in Australia. But I will say this, just because I'm gay, I don't let my sexuality define me as a person. I'm not Andy Joel just because I'm a gay guy who plays the piano and sings and produces music. I'm Andy Joel because I'm an electronic music artist and producer who is passionate about music and loves to create it and share it with the world, and I just happen to be gay. The thing that defines me is my music, not my sexuality. That's all it ever should be. I am who I am, I am me. I still have a personality. I believe I'm talented and I need to show it. But if you think any less or otherwise of me right now, you better stop watching. But I'm sure you won't. So if you understand me by now and respect me, you're doing it right. Do it right by another release. And that's what I did. The song was Do It Right. It was another release, but minus a music video. This was the first audio video I released. This tune was very funky, fun and dancey, with a lot of attitude. It did deserve a music video, but at that time, I wasn't motivated or inspired, so it never happened. The next release though, was one of many common B-flat ballads that I had ever written to date. This one was called That Sunshine. This track was very emotional to record and produce because at that moment I was struggling to stay afloat with my mental health. It really was on the decline again, so I had to write about my feelings. This song was still a song of hope, and I think that's what made it so emotionally driven. Although, the stress from other artists with fulfilling their expectations really got to me, so I had to stop for a bit. The closest artist to me was Turner. He would message me every day, call me when I needed him, to make sure I was okay. He did help me through a lot of my stuff, as I did for him too, as friends do. I had worked with him at that time on his album, August. So at that time, we were able to help each other artistically, mentally, and emotionally. And most importantly, we were there to lift each other up. Of course, through music and inspiration and passion. So to lift the mood up, I released a banger, Elevate. And it was a big turnaround. This song really turned people's heads and tuned their ears in. In the music video, I'm wearing a shirt that my brother and sister got me, with the word fearless written on it, in the same font as the Andy Joel icon. I tried to live by what it says the best I can. Also making awesome rhythmic dance moves in the video got people into the song more. I was even surprised how good it looked, as I'm not really a dancer. The second audio only release was same as before, I'm Still Me. This track became a bit popular also. This song also deserved a music video, but once again at that time I wasn't inspired or motivated. But later on down the track, I did do a vocal and piano only online performance. Everyone loved it, and it did do a lot of justice. This song talks about a person can change on so many levels, or they can stay the same. I'm still me. A few things have changed. I'm not the same Andy that I used to be. I'm more mature. A bit more outrageous. But that's not all a bad thing. Maybe it's because my love, my heart and my soul and my morals are on my sleeve. The least popular song and release was Connected, the very stripped back and deep ballad that became very controversial, and the critics were going at it. Why? Because I was naked. in a bathtub full of water. So no privates could be seen. But yeah, there was threats to be banned from Facebook and the post had to be taken down. But it was art. I don't believe I was overstepping any boundaries, but I was warned by a few people that it was unsuitable. The song was, in a way, saying I was cleansing myself from the mental crap I was going through. Stripping back bare to almost nothing. That's the theme I was going for. Then people were asking me if I was considering suicide. No way, guys. I would never go there. Ever. I value my life too much. I know my worth. I know I have a purpose. Yes, the anxiety really attacks me some days, but I do want to live. I love life. Life is full of challenges that need to be met. I believe I'm strong enough to do that. My partner and a few close friends stood by me in the flesh. For everyone else across the country and across the world, you always help me dramatically also. I want to thank you for that. As my hair was getting extremely long, I needed a haircut. Shedding off dead layers, I felt a lot lighter and I didn't feel so heavy. I hope this would help me improve my mood. It did, because it surprised all my friends, family and fans. It was my original look again. The look everyone loved. Moods Have Colours is a pretty moody album. One minute I felt on top of the world, on the highest mountain, then the next at the lowest depths of any valley on earth. Bipolar much? I swear I had it. I even felt crazy at times. In the music video for Moods Have Colours, for a random footage shot, I wore a curly wig my partner had stored away from a costume he had. So I put it on and wore it. I could say when wearing it, I didn't feel or look like me. Some moods I get in, I feel just the same. Also, the video represents the whole colour spectrum. Each colour represents a mood. I guess that's more of a synesthesia, if you know what that is. Chromesthesia, on the other hand, is where you see certain colours when you hear a certain song and the set key that it's in. When you're a musician, you have a gift of hearing it. For example, when I hear Like an Eagle, I see purple. When I hear Elevate, I see green. When I hear Connected, I see blue. But Moods Have Colours in general, I see more of a red, but with the whole colour spectrum behind it, because the song is all about colours. I also see red in Moods Have Colours because of its association to being a passive-aggressive banger. Can you also see I use those associated colours in the selected videos and art covers too? That's what I did. Let's see if you notice every other video or art cover that I mentioned. Chromesthesia definitely plays a massive part in my artistry, and I love being accompanied by it. The last track I want to talk about on this album is the third audio-only song, All I Want. Now, because my mental health wasn't that great in 2018, the album was really drawn out. From the end of 2017 right up to mid-late 2018, I had a break from releasing music, only for a little while though. A lot of people love this track, They really appreciated my comeback sharing my music again. So to finish off the album and this episode, I wanted to end it on a positive note. All you people showing the love and support that I needed along this part of my journey, all I want is for you to keep me going. And that's what I do. And that's what you've done. I may be a moody bitch, but I'm a good person. And I'm still me. Calm, light, or fight, I'm still me. When I love hard. Believe me. Thank you for loving me for me. Because I love you all for being you. Cheers again.